So I wasn't originally going to respond to this video because I think arguing with this guy is a total waste of time, but his video ended up doing pretty well, and apparently there's 1,800 people who take what he says at face value, which I think is kind of ridiculous. So I'm going to respond to it. He's arguing that Brigham Young instigated multiple massacres. I asked him which ones, and he gave 6 references here. So I'm going to be responding to those.
Battle Creek Massacre.
So I've already given a background and context to this one. Go check out my video number 22 for more information on that.
William McBride Massacre.
So I haven't been able to find much information online about this massacre. However, what I have seen came from a Wikipedia article that claims 9 Native Americans died as a result of tensions between Charles White, William McBride, and Native Americans. However, as I clicked on their source, it just led me back to an overview page that made no reference to William McBride whatsoever, nor does it even try to link any of these events to Brigham Young.
Porter Rockwell Massacre.
So like the William McBride Massacre, there's not a lot of information online about this, but I was able to find a Wikipedia article that gave a short summary, as well as was able to track down their source, which stems from a book that gives a little bit of information, but not much. There's a lot of history here. A lot of it is complicated and has a lot of contradictions. However, neither the Wikipedia article nor their source try to link this back to Brigham Young.
Meadow Massacre.
So if you want more information on the Mountain Meadow Massacre, I would go and check out these 2 videos by Saints Unscripted. They talk about the history of the massacre, as well as if Brigham Young could have been involved in it or not.
Circleville Massacre.
So like the Mountain Meadows Massacre, the Circleville Massacre is a well-documented, very tragic event in Utah and church history. And I don't have enough time to give an overview of it right now, but I did check your source, and I also checked a couple other hostile sources, and none of them try to pin this on Brigham Young.
Or Grass Valley Massacre.
So the Grass Valley Massacre is another very tragic event in Utah and church history, and I'm not loving how you're kind of standing on the graves of a lot of these Native Americans to try to prove a point against the church and Brigham Young. It seems kind of gross to me. But as I checked out a source online and a couple others, they make no effort to try to connect this back to Brigham Young.
The only massacre you've heard of probably is the Mountain Meadow Massacre.
Okay, you're really going to accuse me of ignorance, coming from the guy who literally had to read a list of these massacres from your phone or computer or whatever. You couldn't take 5-10 minutes to just memorize them to make it look like you actually knew what you were talking about. Also, you've made a ton of mistakes in your past videos that I've corrected, so I don't really know why you're pushing the ignorance onto me, because clearly you don't know what you're talking about.